Now then, does this just hold a little bit in the surface? Don't think so. Just trying to work that away outside off stump through the leg side. Beautiful placement. He's just trying to come with the should only be a single. Very lucky than push on. He's been turning medicine. Cleans up in the D. Indian cricket end of the third. 32 without loss. Beautiful placement. Worked through for the fielder, does well to bring his body behind it. One for the shot and one for the throw. Last season it looked a little dry. This year not. Nice and firm. Lots of green grass. Should only be a single. They'll push hard. And there it is, the Kathmandu gurkhas who are playing 11th. Current KC, Shah Alam. End of the third, 32 without loss. Spinners in Nepal cricket. Bhim Sharkey has been around. Rashid Khan has earned a reputation at the domestic level. Didn't quite get going in the first over of his. Mohammad Alam will be waiting to watch him. He was quite a buy in the auctions. One of the costliest buys. He's quite a storyteller as well. There is something in the surface, actually, but predominantly as a batter you'll fancy your chances. Look, I think if this surface was a long format game was being played on it, I think bowlers would like it because there's a little bit of pace in it, a little bit of movement, so maybe you can have a couple of slips. But in T20 cricket you can't really do that, and batters like the ball to come on. They want to be able to hit through the line, and they seem to be able to do that here already. 32 without loss after 3. That's an exceptional start. Storyteller as well. But predominantly as a batter you'll fancy your chances. Yeah, good start here. Look, I think if this surface was a long format game was being played on it, I think bowlers would like it because there's a little bit of pace in it, there's a little bit of movement, so maybe you can have a couple of slips. But in T20 cricket you can't really do that, and batters like the ball to come on. They want to be able to hit through the line, and they seem to be able to do that here already. 32 without loss after 3. That's an exceptional start, part of the field, and I thought maybe it would take a little bit of pace out of the outfield, but it hasn't. Yeah, good start here for current KC. Look at that for a lovely outfield over there. It's fast. They'll come out in all its glory in the short miles, cutting through every blade of the grass as well when it's going through mountains that serve as a perfect backdrop to what seems to be a very scenic view. The way that the playing field is cut is some real lush middle of pieces of grass, right in the palms of the green part of the field, and I thought maybe it would take a little bit of pace out of the outfield, but it hasn't. What more can one ask for? Quality cricket, great viewing, and the lights have switched on, and they'll come out in all its glory in a short while from now, even as the sun keeps setting behind those wonderful mountains. Lovely delivery. Serve as a perfect backdrop to what seems to be a very scenic view. The Tribhuvan University nestled right in the middle of all of it, right in the outside edge was found, but it wasn't. No swing, just some seam away from the left-hander. What more can one ask for? Is it an indicator when the batter turns back, HD, that quality cricket way to the wicketkeeper? Great viewing. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something that batters do, you know, something just look back quickly. Almost in the hope that the ball doesn't carry. Lovely delivery. Yeah, looking to give the charge on this occasion. Very guilty of the way he turned around there. It was almost as if an outside edge was found, but it wasn't. No swing, just some seam away from the left hand. birthday boy, Captain Anil Kumar Shah, makes his way to the middle. A best of 62 in NPL Season 1. Missed out in the playoffs because he injured his hand. Lovely delivery once again, just holding its line there. Milan Kumar asking some serious questions here. Tricky, isn't he? The old mystery spinner. This is the one that he gets to go just slightly away from the right-hander. His wicket went away from the left-hander. Now he's dropped that short and taken in the deep. That's a brilliant catch. Spectacular effort in the deep. That was going to take some catching. And the captain, the birthday boy, will have to walk back without adding a run to his kitty this evening. Wasn't the greatest of deliveries. That was sitting up beautifully. But he found the fielder to perfection. But look at that for a sprint. Kept his eye on the ball, on the dive and the overturn. Erasmus has picked up a beauty there. And all of a sudden, as we see one brings two, Anil Kumar Shah walks back for a duck. It's 34 for 2. What an over. What a performance so far. What a spell as well by Milan Kumar. 2 wickets and only a single. Janakpur both have work to do. 5 gone, 34 for 2. Well, we expected fireworks right from the start, and it's what we've got. The brilliance of Asif Sheikh initially at the top, followed up then by Milan Kumar, America's superstar, who is having a year to remember, allied with a fantastic catch, a phenomenal catch, in fact, from this man. The hype was real, and the hype has delivered. We're going to have the most remarkable month or so here in Kathmandu. So I'm delighted to welcome my co-commentator, Fazil. Fazil, first time to Nepal for you. Great to have you here.
Thank you very much. Good evening all, and thank you, Andrew. You seem to be a really busy man out here, and rightly so. Crowd seems to be really magnificent. I'm really surprised to see the kind of turnout there is on a weekday especially. They've come to cheer their heroes, and why not? And what a start to this tournament. The defending champions slightly under the cosh here, 35 for 2. They've lost their marquee player.
And the man who's replaced him, Lougheaton, is going to be a critical one, a Namibian all-rounder. Look at the cut of him, Fazil. He has lost, well, I would say significant weight. He looks in marvellous shape. It's Namibia v Namibia right now. Out there in the middle, nice little mini battle between two of our overseas stars. You said you were surprised by the turnout. Get used to it. It's going to be every day here in Kathmandu.
Well, I'm absolutely stoked to be here in Kathmandu, especially that flight that I came in. I mean, I just saw the Himalayan range, and I was completely awestruck. And then when you come down here, what a shot there's down the ground. One bounce over the boundary cushions. They really mean business, don't they? The defending champions, the Janakpur Poles, are really bolting ahead here. in this magnificent venue.
It's one of the stars of the national team. The Rolls Royce of the local batters, Asif Sheikh. Technically so good at the top. He's getting things off to a good start. Maybe honours even at the end of the power play. It's 40 for 2. Beautiful scene here. This has always been one of my very favourite cricket grounds anywhere in the world. It is unrecognisable from this time 12 months ago in the inaugural season. The job that the Cricket Association of Nepal, alongside everyone involved, the architects, the planners, the government, and the heroes who did such work to create this. And I promise you something, I was here last night, Fazil. Brightness, the looks, the quality, when they were turned on in a big ceremony last evening, it felt like you were walking into daylight. A historic, amazing moment for the country. I can promise you everyone here is so proud, you can just feel it.
Well, I can see the passion with all the stakeholders here, Andrew, and I'm so elated to come out here and look at this magnificent venue. See the floodlights that you were talking about. The first time that this venue has had floodlights. So this is a historic moment apart from other things. To have their first ever game under lights here. It's a real watershed moment, isn't it, for Nepal cricket? And hats off to the people involved.
Very sweet, but there is protection there and a good diving stop. Cuts off any runs. Yeah, there's no doubt it's really an embodiment of everything that cricket means to this nation in Nepal. To have a fitting home for the first time here in the valley. The work that has been done, it's hard to get across. To pull this off in 12 months, to turn this into a proper stadium, a fitting stadium, a real home. Got him straight through. It's Milan Kumar's 2025. The rest of us, we're just living in it. America's star. He's shining under the floodlights.
Well, it surely is, but an error of judgment, perhaps, from Eaton, probably playing back to a ball that he needed to have played forward to. There it is, and then just came in with the arm. And that's the way the dressing room is. On your bicycle, he says.
He is having the best year of his life, Milan Kumar. Eaton never looked settled. He's gone for 2. It's 42 for 3.
आई थी जाई देखै त कोनो जाएगी ये तो बाल होता ना हम बेकार में किन लिए 300 का नहीं तो चलाई थी इंग्लिश में कहे त ला बॉल ने स्टार्ट होला मैच देख इसको दाओ पेमेंट्स लाइव 17 कि नहीं 4 बजे से स्टार्ट होला हां कोनो आई थी कोनो जाएगी कोनो आई थी कोनो जाएगी देखो हम वाला टाइम तो भरते ना कम से कम 2 घंटा देखते ये वाली में 2 घंटा से बस टाइम बोल आधे ना लोग था सुने यूसन तक यहाँ तक पूरा दिखाया था
So the talented young star comes to the crease. Sanjay Krishnamurthy, he'll be at the non-strikers end. The American is Shahab Alam. Very much you can see it throughout the team. Salam comes into the attack. For his first over, whipped into the leg side. In amongst all of the hype and the excitement, we can almost forget about the cricket sometimes, can't we? But this is a massive contest, this opening game.
Just talking about that surface, Andrew, and it looks such a nice surface. I've always believed that when a batsman or a bowler go out there and take a look at the surface first up, you need to take a nice good look at it. It should look nice, it should look pleasing to the eye, and this certainly did. We saw it early this afternoon. Just take a look at it. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? An even spread of grass. There is a lot of hardness there, but the key really is no cracks, hard surface, and an even spread of grass. What it means is you see some really good stroke play. We saw some really good shots to begin with. Unfortunately, the bowlers didn't carry on with it, but it is a surface and a half.
You have to remember there's been virtually no cricket here for 12 months since the ending of season 1 of the NPL. Has been a few charity games, that kind of stuff. Certainly no competitive cricket, so the ground staff who do an amazing job here have got the ground in pristine condition. It's 46 for 3. I told you it was going to be a trial by spin. They're going to wheel through all their options. The 6th bowler comes into the attack. There is no cricket in Nepal without left-arm spin. It's what everyone seems to want to bowl. Santosh Yadav comes into the attack, and the calibre of those left-arm spinners very strong. Difficult position here for the Bolts. They don't know whether to stick or twist right now.
Well, this is the intriguing part of the game. It is the power play, and then overs between 7 and let's say 13 or 14 are really crucial to rebuild the innings, and then you can explode with wickets in hand in the latter half of the overs between 15 and 20. The key now is consolidation.
I think particularly having been asked to bat first in this opening game of the tournament, they want some kind of a total on the board to try and defend, because nobody knows exactly how things are going to react under the floodlights. I was here last night for the ceremonial turning on for the first time of the lights. There was a bit of dew about. Got him! Oh, that's beautifully bowled! An immediate impact. There was a bit of dew about. Santosh Yadav has a delivery of his dreams to line up this field of dreams.
Judgment perhaps from Sanjay Krishnamurthy. Again, he should have played the ball forward, went back, played for the turn. It just came on with the arm. He played inside the line of the ball. Clearly an error of judgment there from the batsman. Nothing really great with the delivery, but poor shot selection this, which means he'll head in for an early shot. He's gone for 2, and the team score 46 for 4.
One Yadav to the other now as Mayan Yadav comes to the crease. Slip comes into place. Arm ball. Fraction too short though. special piece of left arm spin bowling we've just seen. This was, well, a spinner's dream delivery.
What did the batsman in there really, in my opinion, was, Andrew, that he lined up to play the ball that was coming into him. It came in with the arm and just straight in at that last moment. So he played the ball with the arm. Oh, beautifully struck this. Really got the gap and will get the boundary. The key there was he played it late with the precision of a surgeon.
Yeah, really good placement. The 50 comes up. And Asif Sheikh is really carrying the Bolts hopes on his shoulders. I think the Bolts fans, despite it being a Kathmandu home game, outnumbering those from the Kathmandu Gurkhas who've had that name change over this year. Playing in a new colour, black last season. Interesting sort of turquoise. Not a big ball, it's 51 for 4.
Not a ticket to be had for love nor money. Even Asif Sheikh himself to Instagram and putting up a story and saying, I have no passes, please stop asking.
इनायता करता तो ठीक रहती है हाँ चला
See an exhibition here. This is going to be the hottest show in town. Biggest to ever come to Nepal.
Absolutely, and it's only going to get bigger and better from here on. The facilities here are top draw. Cricket seems to be really good, especially Asif Sheikh, 35 of 25. Left arm spinners have been doing well.
Shahab Balam was in and around the squad. Nepal had a remarkable run of things in the T20 format, taking that historic first ever victory over a full member nation in the Unity Cup, not just winning one game but winning two to win the series in Sharjah. And then I don't think they were at their very best in Oman at points, but they did enough through some classic cardiac kids chaos to qualify for their third T20 World Cup.
I tell you what, Andrew, apart from the facilities here, the cricket here, the crowd here, one thing that's really impressed me is your involvement with Nepal cricket. I'm absolutely flabbergasted with your knowledge of Nepal cricket, and no wonder they just adore you out here.
I was hoping for a 4, a 6 or a wicket so we could move swiftly on there, but thank you, very kind. They're going to get 2 thanks to the misfield. Just humble. They've manicured the outfield beautifully, but they've got that design in there, so it's a slightly shorter piece of grass with the lighter green and slightly darker. That might just deceive Milan Kumar. Just see there, occasionally you'll get a slightly uneven bounce, but it is like a bowling green out there. Needs to get back and will get back. And they're going to run through for the overthrow. Not really the way in which Asif Sheikh would have wanted it, but he's holding his innings together. Like his nickname, I'll tell you that, Bim Sharkey, known as Jonty, after the great Jonty Rhodes. The one thing I will promise you, the standard of fielding we will see here from Nepal, particularly their national team players, next level. Pride themselves on it, led by the likes of Dipender Singh Airi. Wait till you see him in 2 days' time when Sudhir Prashim come into the competition for the first time. Gets us to the halfway stage on this opening night of Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League Season 2, powered by Encel. We're going to have a drinks break here. It's 56 for 4. Carrying your own mic. Okay.
इनमें से काट दिया
मुझसे रिकॉर्ड ना हो
इनमें से हटा दिया सुन
रिकॉर्ड हो तो हाईलाइट डाल देंगे से कट कर हाईलाइट मैंने तो वायरल हुई थी
स्क्रीन शेयरिंग कर रहा हूँ अब चलते ना
तिच्या धाराला लातच नाही ते ती पेनावर बसताना
चला ना
पेनावर बसताना
गाड़ी में रखा थी पीछे ना डिस्प्ले वाली ना स्क्रीन
एन्ना
समझिए ना ऐसे
नीचे करते हैं
उड़ान हार कर दे वाले
It's been a grand start for the Kathmandu Gurkhas. We've seen a grand opening as well earlier in the day. Full house crowd here at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium, but it's been hard work for the Janakpur bowls. They need to come out from that position of great despair at the moment. That's because only one man's putting on a fight, and he's scored more than half the runs here for the Janakpur bowls, and that's Asif Sheikh. Never a dull moment in this ground, and be rest assured, for the 32 matches that will be played all through the tournament, it's going to be a similar vibe and atmosphere. HT Ackerman.
I think where the Gurkhas have struggled is the pace that the spinners have got off the pitch. It hasn't just sort of held or anything. It hasn't been slow. And we've seen 2 bowls already.
Got to be careful playing on the back foot on the surface with Santosh Yadav bowling with his arm. What I've really liked about Karan Casey's captaincy is that he's looked to attack. He's had that slip. He's been persistent with that slip fielder.
You know, sometimes in T20 cricket, the captains get defensive very quickly, even when they're on top as far as the wicket columns goes. So Karan Casey, he said, we're on top and we want to stay there.
Swept straight to the fielder, sent back. Good call. Last thing you need at this stage is a mix-up in the middle.
And the last thing that you want to do is run out Asif Sheikh, because he's made it look easy.
Cut away. That's in the gap. Work to do for the field and the deep. He'll give up. That's a lovely 4. And a very important one coming at a crucial time. Just breaks the shackles there. He's holding 40, Asif Sheikh.
The placement here, that's what's impressive. There are 2 men behind point on the offside, and then there's a sweeper who's forward of square. So this placement has to be perfect, and it is.
Yeah, a lot goes through the mind of a batter at this stage. You've lost your top 4. You're in good form, striking well. Should I change gears? Should I play my natural game? How does a batter adapt to these situations, HT?
The great players play the situation. You know, yes, every batter would like to have a role that they play within the side, but sometimes where the match position is, you can't just play that ideal role. You need to play accordingly, and at 61 for 4, they're in danger of being bowled out. So here, you just want to rotate the strike, find the odd boundary, and get yourself into a position where maybe the last 4 overs, you can then put your head down. End of the 11, 22 for 4.
Yeah, the fall of wickets well documented, suggesting it was sudden collapse in the 30s and the 40s that has put the Janakpur bowls on the back foot. Yas is looking good. There's so much spin on offer here for the Kathmandu Gurkhas. The luxury of the left arm spinners. Shah Alam has
been quite a success story for Nepal cricket. Santosh Yadav has been impressive. Milan Kumar broke the back of the Janakpur bowls. Yeah, slow through there this time. Nicely nudged away.
Hello.
Yeah, what's the safe score on the surface all of a sudden, HD? That's the $1 million question.
No, that is the $1 million question. Well, we know that the Gurkhas struggled last year with their batting. Didn't post anything significant, but it's a different looking team.
That's a brilliant hit. In the gap, up and over. No half measures. He had to reach out to it. And he raced to 48 now, Asif. He's playing a gem of an innings this evening.
Because there's no protection on the
So,
outside.
पुसा दरवाजा भैया कहाँ का कलवा?
What a shot that is.
लीची रो पेलाई कहाँ का कलवा? हर चीज कहाँ का कलवा?
Situations. One for the short, one for the throw, sent back.
कते